Welcome guys to episode 7 of the Coventry City series Operation Premiership, and this is the season review of our first year at the club. As you already know, we won promotion from the Empower League 1, so we'll start off by going back through the fixtures. So we didn't have a great start to the season when we got knocked out of the Capital One Cup to fellow League 1 side Swindon, but if you look then, we went on 3 wins against Scunthorpe, Stevenage and MK Dons, and then drew with Swindon, which wasn't a bad result, before suffering our first defeat of the season to Bournemouth, and then a win and a defeat, and then we went on a decent unbeaten run throughout the rest of September and the start of October. But then again, we lost 2 games in quick succession against Crewe and Crawley, and then it was a disappointment going out of the FA Cup first round. But our league form was still pretty decent in the meantime. It was only the cup matches that we were struggling in, and we got through to the semi-final of the Johnston Payne Trophy, and then came the really bad point of the season, which I think cost us the automatic promotion place in the end, when we suffered a lot of injuries to our first team. And if you look at this, there's 5, 6, 7, 8 league games and we only won once and drew 2. That's not good enough to pick up 5 points from a possible 24. We were just really struggling, and if you look, once we got back to a first team, we won 4 games on the trot in the league, and also the Johnston Payne Trophy final first leg. Really disappointed to go out to Rochdale in that was a winnable competition, but again the Greens carried on coming, we carried on winning, and then came the second bad point of the season. And in these last 6 games, when I needed them to stick to it most, they fell away. They just couldn't win, and again that also cost us a promotion place. We weren't too far behind, so had we won a couple of those games, we would have got automatically promoted. But we then got Tranmere in the playoff final, and after 2-1 defeat at home, feared the worst going away, but thanks to them getting a man sent off, I think that had a big part to play in us winning 3-0 at their place, and Bournemouth in the final at Wembley, and we won that 3-0 as well to go through to get promoted to the Championship. So it's been a decent season. We made a few good signings and set ourselves up nicely for the Championship. I'll go to the stats now for you, so you can see. So the team stats. Form at the end of the season, we weren't in that, and I'm not surprised at all. We did have the best defence in the league. I think that includes the playoffs as well. It does. So in the league, our defence was the best by 6 goals. Next in was Sheffield United, 33 goals conceded in 46 games. Now that's really good. Now I'm used to having a team that scores loads and concedes loads. So this season, I was pretty surprised to see how good our defensive record was. But then the attacking record was pretty woeful. Considering we got promoted, we finished right down amongst all the bottom 8 teams pretty much. 54 goals scored was. It was not 19 less than the league champions, so you can see why they really ran away with it in the end. And it was a bit of a disappointment to see our scoring not coming in, but goals conceded was really impressive. Player stats, load up in a second. Here we go. And average ratings, Richard Wood and William Ejingwele finishing with the top 2 average ratings in the league, which I think proves why we conceded so fewer goals. Our 2 centre backs were the best players in the league. Joe Murphy making 46 appearances along with a few other players. Gary McSheffrey was joint second with the assists. He made 12 assists this season, which is pretty good. In the goals, Leroy Lita was up there, but he just stopped scoring towards the end of the season. In the end, he finished joint 6th with 18 league goals, 6 off Ryan Lowe, who finished first. And you have to go quite way back to Dave McGoldrick on 9 in joint 33rd place to find our next goal scorer. And Carl Baker, well, I think he would definitely got into double figures had he not got injured, because in December he suffered the damaged Achilles and it was damaged cruciate ligaments, and he was already on 8 goals. He was our top goal scorer at the time. Had he stayed fit, he probably would have been our top goal scorer at the end of the season. Who knows? So yeah, that's probably the only ones to show yet. So I'll quickly nip on to the season summary so you can see what else happened. So here we go. Premiership was won by Manchester City. Wigan, Everton and Reading will be going down to the Championship, so we'll be facing those 3 next year. Top goal scorers from QPR, Jibril Cisse with 24, and the most assists came from Park Ji-sung at QPR. The overachievers were West Brom, underperformers Everton, no surprises there, they've gone down. And Swansea's Alejandro Folin at 4 million was the sign of the season. Angel Regnal at 3.8 was the runner-up. Some pretty expensive transfers from Tottenham, which made the worst sign of the season. Let's just see where QPR finished, because for them to have had 2 players, what were they, 14th? I would have thought it would have been higher than that. The Empire Championship, we won't be playing Cardiff, Nottingham Forest and Blackpool. Those 3 all got promoted. Relegated were Middlesbrough, Peterborough and Crystal Palace. So those 3 will be going down to League 1 next year. We also won't be playing them. Top goal scorer 32 from Jan Kermigan. That's a lot of goals. Don Cowie the most assists for Cardiff at 21. The overachievers were Huddersfield. Underachievers were Blackburn. And the bad signings and the good signings are there. Simon Davis from Fulham. Never heard of Bartok Bichi. He looks an alright player, not too bad. Amin Chamerti, worst sign of the season. James Perch was runner-up for Wolves. League 1, as you know, Sheffield United winners, Colchester automatic and Coventry through the playoffs. Yeovil, Portsmouth, Shrewsbury and Crewe relegated. So Portsmouth 2 successive relegations now in League 2. There's a top goal scorer and most assists. Richard Wood sneaking in there with the average rating. Crawley with the overachievers. Underperformers were MK Dons. Tranmere's Paul Benson was the sign of the season. Wes Fletcher was the runner-up. And as I predicted, Roy O'Donovan, £200,000 worst signing of the season in League 1, picking up a 6.64 average rating, which is not what you pay £200,000 for. That's probably got something to do with the reason Crewe went down. Eddie Nolan at Hartlepool was the runner-up. Promoted from League 2, Rotherham as winners. Chesterfield, Gillingham and Southend joining them. Accrington and Port Vale go down to the Blue Square. Sean Harrod picking up the golden boot. Peter Levin with the assists. Cheltenham the overachievers, Plymouth the underachievers, and there are the signings and bad signings. So the Merkers will be pleased to see that his Chester team are coming up on this one as well. And the FA Cup was won by Everton, so Everton relegated but still won the FA Cup. So they'll be in Europe next season, which will be a bit of a plus for them, because it means they'll still be able to attract some decent players. Capital One Cup was won by Man United, so that will have gone to the Premiership for the extra place in Europe. Chelsea won the Community Shield. Torquay won the JPT against Rochdale in the end. And Grimsby won the FA Trophy. So European qualification, Man City won the Premiership, so they get to the Champions League. So did Man United, finishing second, and so did Liverpool, finished third. Chelsea finished fourth, so they go into the best players playoff. Everton are in the Europa League group stage as FA Cup winners. Arsenal finished fifth, so they're in the playoff. and in the third qualifying round, West Brom in 6th after Man United won the Capital One Cup. The awards, the Footballer of the Year went to Eden Hazard, Yaya Toure picked up Players Player of the Year, top goal scorer Djibril Cissé, David Santon, Young Player of the Year, Golden Glove went to David De Gea, and Mancini picked up the Manager of the Year. So just quickly go through the awards from League One. When it eventually catches up. So the awards. Goal of the season. James Wallace for Tranmere won it. Max Power for Tranmere came second, and Jack Maloney of Portsmouth came third. The Manager of the Year went to Joe Dunn at Colchester. No second and third in this one, which is a surprise. Player of the Year went to Marcus Haber. I was slightly surprised it didn't go to either Wood or Edginguele, with them having the highest average ratings, but there you go. Players Team of the Year, and we had the two centre backs, Edginguele and Wood. Rest of the team, pretty alright. Trying to find someone who caused me problems. Zoko wasn't a great player to play against. Marcus Haber didn't cause me too many problems. Ryan Lowe, I think, scored against me though. And Wayne Fon Williams did well as well when we played Tranmere. And that's about it. So I've got a couple of notes to show you. Just the one, that was the Wood and Edginguele being named in the Players Select First 11. So I'm just trying to find the Coventry Best 11. Oh, it's not been named yet. So yeah, that's the end of the episode, guys. So you've had your roundup of the season. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you join us again for the next episode. Episode 8 will be the transfer window and August of the Championship season, to see how we get underway. So leave a like and subscribe, and comment on how you think we're going to get on in the Championship. Whether you think we're going to stay up, mid-table, maybe even push for promotion. So I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.